I mean, this place has been abandoned and it has a PC that looks like that, so... Alright. This is prime vandalism territory. We're going to have to look in here. I mean, who the hell leaves a random bottle of medicine in there? Come on now. Okay. Probably going to be part of a puzzle. Lady of the Light. The unveiling of one of 2 statues commemorating the local folktale. That looks creepy. But hey, what doesn't? Little Baroness, the Maiden Voyage of 1916. Photo. The new clock. 17. I think I'm still missing a big chunk of photos. Ah, it's your boy.
It's him.
Misty Day, Remains of the Judgment. Damn. Yeah, it seems unlikely that the him that has been mentioned in the notes and stuff is anybody else, but... Coal mine established around 1850 and remained operational until the early 1900s. The mine played a key role in the revitalization of Silent Hill. So until I face my first enemy, I'm going to be quite... Title unknown or unknown. Okay, that's a bit of a weird one. I'm going to generally make my way through. This one's missing. Waterfront landscape. Depiction of the local area. The style indicates it was done sometime around the 1820s when the region was far less populated with sparse infrastructure. Smack it. Oh boy. This is a long one. Okay. Yeah, so this is the story that Maria told us. So I'm going to generally scan through this. It's just too long to read. It seems like a retelling of a story that Maria already did. So you can follow along. There we go. Interesting. So I think it's a slightly more in-depth retelling than the one Maria gave, but yeah. Silent Hill Historical Society founders. Okay. That looks good. Brookhaven Hospital, 1880. The hospital was built in response to a great plague that followed a wave of immigration to the area. Originally, it was little more than a shack, but has since expanded into a fully fledged medical establishment. There's this former director of Brookhaven Hospital. Okay. Yeah, the pizza thing in Pete's Bowl-O-Rama just made me wonder what Eddie's up to. He was incredibly weird and suspicious as well, much like everybody else. Let's go. This is secret pathway back into like... goes towards the lake. Didn't they mention that's where all the bodies are buried and shit? This is a long way down. Holy shit. Wow. This is deep. Okay, MGS3 ladder has competition. The Silent Hill 2 under the lake staircase. This is so deep. How long must it taken them to make this? Holy shit. Surely we're under the lake now. Quick look at this. Inmates. Oh god. The prison. This is some kind of crazy secret prison. That's just what we needed. Oh crap. Toluca prison. Okay. 1820. Wow. There's some old folks down here. Basically just an old people's home at this stage. Nothing to fear. These guys are 200 years old. Same enemy type though. Even more claustrophobic. But hey, that's why we've been gathering all the bullets, so I'm gonna be not afraid to use it. Round here is like shotgun at the ready all the time, but still only 24 bullets, so maybe honestly this. We're gonna have like prison guard type enemies. For this one at least, no map so far. Seems nice and safe. At least they've established that there's enemies in here though, obviously. Right. Toluca Prison Camp. Built in 1862, the camp was used to house prisoners during the American Civil War. Converted to Toluca Prison in 1866. But the thing said 1820, no? Death by skewering. An execution at the prison. Death by skewering or strangling. To choose his death is a prisoner's last taste of freedom. What the hell? Crimson and white banquet for the gods. Excellent. They were talking about a man buying red and white flowers at the very start of the game. So one random walking around enemy so far, and that's been it. Okay. There's much else to do. Just jump, mate. Do you really want to jump, bro? That's what we've done the entire game. Jump straight into the unknown and head straight towards our fears. So we can obviously break out of here. It seems like someone before us hasn't. There's multiple things going on here. Let's see which one's gonna be. It's another dud. As you guys know, I always fail these choices. So I think there were 3 choices to make. Got it on the 3rd. Yeah, not surprised at all there. That's what I do. Does the water light somehow dampen the effect so you don't get to hear it on the radio? Oh, I can still hear some stuff. I was going to say, those ones you probably can't see, they fit under the water. That's going to be rough. Anyway. Unfortunately, I think on more than one occasion, those guys are going to come up from below the surface and mess me up. That's like guaranteed. But what I need is a save soon. So I need to wrap up the session. Friendly red light. What is that? Spiral writing key. Ah, fuck. Here we go. Staying on the move, just in case. Just making sure there aren't any more. Is there any logic to this? I'm obviously trying to press the buttons that are the bloodiest, but... maybe there's a clue. In general, these guys aren't a problem. I'm going to have to heal a bit after this, but they come at 3 at a time. So before my next attempt, I want to see if there's any logic to this. Let me inspect the key. The cylinder is engraved with the text, "'Tis doubt which leadeth thee to purgatory." Ah, that's cheap. Either it's not supposed to be that hard, there's something I'm generally missing here. Alright, it just... God's sake. There's got to be one of these stupid, like one of these clean numbers. There you go. Yeah, it was the clean numbers. Damn. So I think it cost me like 2 heals, but could have been way worse. Alright. Now there's that. Then there's this bit. I went down this path, not this one. Should probably finish up here as well. There's no mannequins in here. Alright. Off that annoying little detour. This one. Alright, spiral key. There it is. Off you go, son. Gonna be fine. It's always fine. You have a 100% success rate. But this prison's insane. I badly need a save. Still not one around. Mainline menu. We'll have some of that. Stupid bug bites. Alright, there are autosaves, but I don't want to rely on those, so I'm just searching for that last bit of... interesting. Didn't we see like a lion-like symbol at the director's office? Like in his collection of books.
Ain't no big deal.
Uh-huh.
Just put the gun to their head and...
Eddie?
Oh, hi, James.
What happened here? Who was that?
I don't know. He just came at me.
Okay. So he attacked you, and you shot him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. He made me do it.
Okay, calm down, Eddie. Any idea why he would do that?
I don't know. He came out of nowhere. Tried sneaking up on me in the dark. I heard footsteps, so I turned back and he was right there.
And you could tell that he wanted to hurt you.
Well, yeah, I mean, the way he looked at me, I just had to do it.
He looked at you? I thought you said he came at you.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I could see it in his eyes.
His eyes?
He kept looking at me, making fun of me. And I told him not to, but he didn't listen.
Eddie, you can't just kill someone because of the way they looked at you.
You should see your face, James. I was just joking. The guy was dead when I got here. I got you, didn't I? Well, anyway, I better get going.
Wait. You're gonna go out there alone?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so frustrating. He just never asks the questions that I want him to ask. Like, what the fuck is he doing here? Would be a nice question. Like, the first question. Hey, Eddie, what are you doing here? Like, there's a pretty simple question. Like, considering how difficult it is to get down here, and what this place is, like, what the fuck is he doing down here? How does he know about this place? What is he doing down here? How did he find it? Did someone help him? What is he trying to do? Like, he just doesn't ask him any of that stuff. He's just curious about whether he shot this guy, which, okay, is fine, but... And then afterwards, he's just, oh, you're just gonna go alone? Yeah, okay, bye. Just like, come on, man. It's so weird. Just every time something happens, it's just more questions than answers. But I guess this is going to be our next home for a while, and so we will save. I think that's a map, right? Yeah, much needed map. and we will pick things up from here very soon. Okay, my friends, I am back for another session, and I feel like this is kind of a good time because the rifle is not too far away. Good stuff. Okay. So yeah, I have had to take the weekend off. I think I took maybe Friday off from recording as well. So I think it's been about 4 days or something since I played. But in general, I've had pretty good momentum with this game, and I've been really enjoying myself. I feel like we must be getting towards like the final 20-30% of the game at this stage. As always, I'm probably running through a bit more slowly than like the average on how long to beat. But it might also be the case that I've done a particularly decent job of trying to find most of what the game has to offer. So maybe it's a little bit closer to a completionist run than I think, but probably not. We'll see. I have no idea how long I have to go at this stage, but we'll find out. Okay, so we're going to need that, and this will tell us how to get it. Toluca prison. They still haven't found him. Since he had the cabinet key, we should assume one of the prisoners got his hands on it. Get the spare from the visitor's checkpoint and secure the rifle before it falls into the wrong hands. Get the spare from the visitor's checkpoint. Okay. So yeah, things got very interesting as we kind of found like a hidden, really deep passageway into this prison that has been around since, I think, we saw something like 1820. It was incredibly old, and obviously you can see again from the deterioration that it definitely has been out of commission for some time. But I did recently upgrade my, not upgrade, but, oh wow. Updated my graphics drivers. I kind of didn't want to do it, but I needed for something else. And so I'm hoping that the gameplay's nice. Supposedly the update that I did should make it perform better with Silent Hill 2, but I'm always down for that stuff. So yeah, gonna need to get back into it here. The canteen was where we had that guy who... Yeah, we had the increasingly suspicious conversation with Eddie. And, you know, the whole he looked at me wrong and I just shot him kind of thing. Very weird. Obviously, who was this guy? What the hell was he doing down here? Was he alone? Who the hell knows? Let's keep going. See what we can see. So there's nothing that's directly... Witness checkpoint, death chamber. That sounds nice. There's a lot going on here. There's another big section. I'd have to assume we're going to do this one and then there's probably one section left. I doubt it finishes. There's the visitation room. Bore section. So yeah, my guess is this section for a few hours and then one more. How do we access this? Currently in the main section. And there's no specific explanation of how to get to the other sections that I've seen so far, I think. Okay, let's get into it. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, a few little random like stutters there. That wasn't even a stutter, that was just a bit of lag or something. Weird. Yeah, okay. So there was talk about the whole, like the Christians were responsible for, there was like the story, obviously, of the maiden, or whatever it was, on the lake, on the island, and that she'd been banished there. Okay. This weight's going to be necessary for a puzzle. Oh god. One of these. Yeah. We have a huge number of bullets, and with the rifle coming soon as well, I'm definitely holding back less and less on just using pistol bullets. Even the shotgun now, how many do we have? 24. Yeah, still not amazing on the shotgun, but pistol at least, like, we just have so many. Even if it's taking like 5 or 6 every time, that'll clear out quite a lot of enemies as we venture through. Yeah, gonna need to get back in the swing of things a little bit, especially with the melee. No pun intended. Checking the bookshelves closely. I mean, that looks like it maybe had a photo stuck onto it for a second. But and as you can see, the heals are insane at the moment, especially on the syringe front. I've been doing my best to conserve those syringes. It's been helping. The prisoners do not feel remorse. In fact, they do not feel themselves to be sinful at all. Even the simplest of them will try to shield themselves from the Lord's gaze with what little words they know. And so, they dream blissfully, the sinners that they are. For no matter how foul and loathsome one's existence may be, human nature bites. Yes, I don't know if this was some kind of crazy kind of religious sect slash cult that had a, like, they were trying to, like, quote unquote cure people with mental issues with like their own insane methods to try and quote unquote heal them, or so, well, criminals too, of course, but obviously the whole game has had a bit of a, like, a people with some serious psychological issues type of thing as well, so probably the two things are quite intertwined in these places. So I think that's it for that room. Let's see what else we got. It's not a good noise. Okay. Yeah. Let me sit up in my seat a little here. Ah, the bore section. There we go. I think they were trying to scare me there, but it wasn't a real charge. Alright, let's go this way first a little. I'm not going to flip that switch yet. Okay, it's one of these. I think to that end I'm going to... get out. So I think what happened on the screen there, I don't know if that was still damage, it probably was. Probably went in a little too hard, but that'll do. Alright, so we've started to make it to these blocks now. Now I'm going to flip down that switch. Oh boy. I don't know if this just releases all of the doors. In which case that would be very stupid. Let's have a look. Okay, I thought it was the bore section, but it's not. I don't see marked. Hornless ox. Hornless! Had to be done. Alright, let's see. Which cell are they in? Oh, good, I'm gonna get locked in here with one of them. So hard to tell if they're going to be in a cell or not. Oh boy. Okay. We'll leave that one. This is an intimidating section for sure. It's stupidly dark as well. like, you know the danger is near, but there isn't too much you can do about it. I think it's one of the easier ones, though, potentially. Let's see. Yeah, it's one of those. Okay. Oh, it's still trying. Sheesh. You ain't gonna get me like that.